Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of the Football Smack Talk Show. I am your host, Ryan, and Eric is somehow muted. Not sure how that happened. Sorry, Eric, go ahead.
You just didn't want to hear from me. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm Eric. I'm here ready to talk some football.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Well, welcome in, everybody. No, get out of here, StreamYard. Daniel checks in, says what's going on. Dives, good afternoon, gentlemen. Just real quick, working with a new mic. Just want to make sure I'm sounding all right. So if you can't hear me, let me know. I'll turn it up. Other than that,
I think we should all mess with them. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Well, that's not very fun. Okay, sounds good. All right. Yeah, I have. I'm still tinkering. So I have a Eric. I'm sure you know. I have a really good mic, Shure mic. But I either need to run it through like a board, or I need to get, because I'm working on a Mac. I need to get a proper converter,
like an adapter.
An adapter, which can be a little difficult. So I'm debating what to do, and I'm doing like test runs because I was told recently that it's noticeable that I'm using the computer mic. And listen, you know me, we've done podcasting for 15 plus years, and we have messed around with microphones and soundboards.
We started off just using cell phones and
using cell phones, but so I've obviously tinkered over the years, and I just kind of went with easy. The Mac is just laptop, it's boom boom boom, and it sounds good enough. But again, I was told it's noticeable, so I don't want that to be the case anymore. So
and if anybody, because I'm using my computer's microphone, if anybody has constructive criticism for me on that,
I do. You sound like crap. No,
I think that's just because you think I am crap. But
that's yeah. I mean, really, does it matter the difference?
Right. I'm just saying, I don't think a microphone would fix that.
Oh no, microphone's not going to fix what ails you. That's for sure. You got a face for radio, and you got a voice for old 1920s Highland films. So anyway, we are in the doldrums of the off season.
That's why we're resorting to breaking each other's balls and start the show.
Yeah, we're like, this'll kill, kill a couple of times there. But obviously not a lot going on. OTAs have kind of all but wrapped up around the NFL. And we wait for training camp, which is mid-July. And listen.
By the way, can I just talk about how funny it is that think I feel like I say this a lot, maybe not necessarily on the show, but just in my regular day life. I'm so glad I'm not a Jets fan because the Jets had the option. They could have made their manual mini camp anytime that they wanted, but they happened to pick a time. Then Aaron Rodgers goes, "Oh yeah, that doesn't work for me,"
Yeah.
and so he missed their mandatory camp.
And yeah, so not only so not only that, you also have the Hassan Reddick who is in Japan, just being a ninja or whatever the hell he's doing.
Right on,
And
brother.
yeah, listen, he basically they're saying he lied, he had no intention, but I guess some things changed. And
He
listen,
had to go do ninja things.
he is getting paid half of what the top edge rushers are being paid right now, and that's
Mhm.
not right. He is a
No,
very good edge rusher, and should get paid accordingly.
right, and that's why we traded him because we couldn't afford to pay him that.
Well, yeah, or more likely, we didn't want to
Want to?
afford to have to pay him. So yeah, you're right. Glad we're not Jets fans right now. So,
Yes, I
um,
feel like that's applicable though any time of year.
always,
We're glad we're not Jets fans.
always,
Shout
always.
out to my favorite Jets fan, my cousin Sally. Yeah, if she's
Cousin
watching. I doubt
cousin
she is, but
Sally.
yes, I have a cousin Sally who she's a big Jets fan. Her and her dad, my uncle Mike, big Jets fans.
Who
And
are these people?
on my mom's side, so you
That's
haven't met them. Yeah,
yeah. Well, what the hell, man? That's
actually,
not
you probably you should have met them. They were at my wedding, but there were a lot of people at the
who
wedding.
can remember that?
Yeah, except it was really hot. Speaking like just like
That
this past week.
yeah, I was gonna say that I freaking remember.
Yes.
And in fact, I remember your wife yelling at everybody while we were doing pictures because I'm sure Rob and I were goofing off.
Well, yeah.
And yeah, I'm sure she was like, "Let's go inside, a-holes."
Yeah, that was pretty much yeah, that was when she was just done with all of it. She was just like, I'm done with these pictures. Nobody's gonna care if we take 3 more pictures out here. We're going inside. F this heat.
Yeah, that was a smart play.
Yeah.
Anyway, so since there's not anything to talk about really, we were going to talk about. We had 2 topics we wanted to bring up, and certainly if you're out there, um, let us know what your thoughts. We want to talk about our favorite away places that we've been to for games, and it can be whether it was just the trip itself, whether it was the stadium, the interactions with the other fans or whatever reason.
Mhm.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So if you guys have any, please chime in along with us. And then we're also going to talk about jerseys, which we all know I love talking about.
Sure.
I have about I don't know if I've hit 90 yet,
Yeah.
uh, but I'm like right there. I'm like mid to high 80s overall Eagle jerseys in
Mhm.
my closet currently right now.
It's
Um,
funny because I have a pretty strong jersey game. Like I have a lot of jerseys.
you do, but you also have non-Eagle jerseys, so
Not many.
I mean you've had a couple over the years now.
Oh, over the years, sure, but none that actually like fit me now.
Oh well, obviously not a lot. No, never mind. We'll
Yeah,
move
no.
on. Oh
Yeah,
shoot,
over the years, like I had a Joe Montana Chiefs jersey.
Montaigne.
Yeah, Montaigne from back in the day. I had
Uh,
a Drew Bledsoe Patriots jersey.
wow. Didn't you have a Mike Allstott?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, yeah, you were a big fullback guy.
Yeah. And now
Wow.
that position's gone.
Now it's dead. What are there's like 3 left in the NFL. It's all
Yeah. And I think I have 2 of their jerseys. No, I'm kidding.
probably does.
Although I probably should figure out who the 3 fullbacks are and get their jerseys from our guy Lenny.
You probably should.
Which, speaking of which, Lenny came through and got me a jersey for my nephew for his graduation. JT Realmuto Philly Connect jersey.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, listen, Lenny, in Pittman, New Jersey, is our Jersey guy, and we love him. He gets everything that we could possibly need. He's able to find and get, and if he can, he'll figure out a way. It's just what he does.
Yeah.
So we'll be talking about some of our favorite jerseys. I'll be talking about obviously my quest to secure an Eagles jersey for every single number from 0 to 99. And kind of where I am on that path, and what my next couple of jerseys might be. Obviously it's tough because every year, you get the new jerseys or the new number announcements,
Sure.
and you get the rookies, you get the new players, and 95% of them are going to get a number that you already have. And so then the question is, all right, well, I really want a Saquon jersey, let's just say.
Sure.
But obviously I have 26.
There you go, Miles Sanders. Yeah.
So do I go ahead and get a Saquon jersey because I want one, or do I hold off and get a number that I actually need? So it's very give and take, and it
Look,
does.
the answer is skip both.
Yeah, I probably will. So, Barbara chimes in. No more excuses for Hurts. Who's making excuses for Hurts?
Yeah, not on this show.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that sentiment. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, no excuses.
By the way, it's 4-0 Phillies. Bottom of it's in the first inning.
Nice.
Bomer just hit a homer.
Let's just hope nobody had a no runs first inning bet on their parlay. Not me. I didn't do it.
Oh my God, Eric, you are such a degenerate that's the first thought you have. Let's think about that right now.
Oh, we're going to talk about Eric's degenerative gambling habits.
I mean, we can. That'll take up the time for sure. Oh my God,
I missed a parlay this weekend just because the Orioles didn't win on Saturday.
Oh my God, Eric, you have a problem, buddy. That you didn't win, right? Yep.
Exactly. That was the problem.
Oh my God, God help you. Your poor wife. How much?
For many reasons.
Well, yes. How much would you say overall that you're down from gambling?
Oh, not much. I don't lose that much. Again, I put money into an account. It's not like I'm betting with a bookie and
no, I know that. Nobody's
$300.
Well, right. I mean, I get that. Obviously, nobody does that crap anymore unless you're like,
yeah, why would
super degenerate and you want to bet on Russian, blind ice curling or something.
Oh, dude, they're like the one Slovakian team in that tournament, man, freaking
locked in.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I still remember the time hearing about a guy betting on the Little League World Series. And my response to him was, dude, you're betting on 12-year-olds. These kids haven't hit puberty yet, and you're going to count on one of them to come up with a 2-out hit?
I'm sure there's a science behind it.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in it.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, let's do you want to get into the jersey conversation?
Yeah, we can do jerseys tonight. Right, yeah.
So, let me see if I can pull up my list here.
I was gonna say, do you have it computerized?
Well, I don't need to. I have an iPhone and I have a Mac, so
okay.
That is the beauty of having things that are connected.
Like your microphone?
Like my microphone.
All right, too soon.
It is way too soon. All right, so I have obviously 0 all the way up to I think it is 32 already set in stone. I have a jersey. Now, granted, some of them are not the best, and the second I'm able to get somebody better, I will.
Like CJ GJ instead of Donnie Jones.
Yes, that is certainly one that I have kind of been eyeballing, if you will. And so I have a Swift for 0. I have Hurts for number 1. I technically have a number 2 Hurts, but to cover myself, I also have a David Akers number 2.
Nice.
This is one I definitely want, and I'm really hoping for a Nolan Smith, breakout this year.
Yeah.
Because number 3, I have Mark Sanchez.
Oh, I actually have a Nolan Smith jersey.
You have a Nolan Smith jersey?
I do. Got it from our boy Lenny.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that. Okay. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Little G checking in. Big fan of the Eagles. I'm gonna be an uncle. It's a girl. Woo!
Congratulations.
Congrats, little G.
That poor girl's going to be raised to be an Eagles fan. You just know it.
What do you mean, poor girl?
There's a certain suffering that comes along with being a Philadelphia sports fan.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you're weak.
Yeah. Look, it's awesome. I love being a Philly sports fan. I wouldn't want to be a fan of any other city's teams. But there's a lot of suffering involved. Although I feel like that's any fan base can say that.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, what is happening here? I just want to pull up my stupid list here. All right. So obviously I have where was I?
4.
Three Sanchez. So I have 4. I have Jake Elliott, McNabb, Devontae Smith. I actually have 2 of his jerseys. I have a Jaworski. I have a Donnie Jones. Again, want to get that updated. I have Nicky Foles. I have a Deshaun Jackson. I have 3 Carson Wentzes, which I really want to change one of them over to a Brown. I do have an AJ Brown, but I'd rather at least maybe change one, if not 2, over to an AJ Brown. Randall. This is another one. This is one I want to get updated. I got a Travis Fulgham jersey.
That's great. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I listen. I bought right away. Like when I didn't wait after the 3rd game. I was all in. So I obviously want to update that. I have a Kenny Gainwell.
You hate Kenny Gainwell.
I hate Kenny Gainwell. I know.
I have Doug Peterson, number 14.
I needed a 14, and Kenny Gainwell was easier to get than Doug Peterson at the time. Although I still have
fantastic.
Yeah, I still have hopes of getting a Dougie P.
Planning on wearing it to the Sunday night game against the Jags. My Doug Peterson.
Nice. I have a number 15, Stevie Van Buren.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to.
I have 16 is one that I want to get updated. I have a Quez Watkins. Now this was from a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is kind of in the beginning of like, oh hey, Quez is something.
And he's something. Yeah.
He wasn't. 17, I have Alshon Jeffrey and Nakobe Dean. Praying to God Nakobe Dean rises up and I can wear that jersey with pride. 18, obviously I have a Jeremy Maclin, but I sadly have 2, not 1, 2 Jalen Reagor jerseys.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. I am so sorry, everybody.
Oh, I can't wait for this next one.
Oh, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse.
My Uncle Nick's favorite player.
19, I have JJ Arcega Whiteside. Never did earn that Thega.
No.
So yes, that is a big one that I want to update.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say,
if you're gonna update it, like who would you update it to? Like
that's the thing. There's nobody that's. I mean, who's current 19 right now? Anybody?
You want it?
Jesus. Oh my God. Eagles roster. Let's see. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I have like a list of all of the all-time numbers. I just don't remember if anybody has 19. Oh yeah, that's right. Josh Sweat moved down to 19.
Yeah.
but I hate that for him.
Yeah, I do too.
I
That's a
really hate that for him. So listen, that might be I'll eventually, but like again, I
right.
have it. It's not great. I'll eventually replace.
Sure.
20, no need to mention, but obviously I have two of those. I have an Eric Allen. I have a Sante Samuel. I have a Troy Vincent. This is one that I want to get updated. Number 24, I have a 24 Darius Slay.
Mm-hmm.
Who obviously changed his number to 2. So I'm obviously going to go with Sheldon Brown. Soon. Once once
Yeah.
I kind of get everything, I'm going to come back and really update. 25, LaShawn McCoy. 26, Miles Sanders. 27, Malcolm Jenkins. 28, Corell Buckhalter. So here's another one that's, again, a little controversy. Is it all right to have the same player but two different numbers? Like, say if I went out and got a Josh Sweat, I also
Sure.
have a 94 Josh Sweat. So, like, is that okay? Because I have the rookie number
I mean, I don't think
29.
anybody's going to stop you, but like,
Well, obviously not, but like I want to make sure I am legit
yeah.
as possible here because again, I don't believe that anybody has done this or accomplished this in any way.
Not
So
that I know of. Yeah.
Kevin, oof, probably the Rager into the JJ.
Yeah. I think that's what generated the oof.
That does it for me. Checking in, who's your top 25 Eagles players? Your thoughts. Go.
Like
Are you
current
asking us to
or all
name
time?
all time, current? Yeah, that's a big.
I mean, to me, at the top 1 and 2 has to be Reggie and M. Dawkins, whichever order.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's Reggie, number one.
Yeah.
As much as I love Dawkins, it's Reggie.
Sure.
Yeah, give us a little more stipulation, and maybe we'll come up
We'll
with.
circle back to it. Sure.
Yeah. You're not. Are you current players? Okay, you said.
Current. Okay.
Okay. Geez, in order. I feel like you might need to give us a little time there, but I mean, I
I
can
mean,
name
we just go
25
any
players.
particular order. Yeah.
Yeah, I just might not know the order, but I mean, snap. Pretty much, you can just start with the starters, right? Jalen,
Yeah. Jalen,
Saquon,
A.J. Brown, Saquon,
Devontae.
Monte, Goddard.
Probably, this is probably not what he wants here.
No.
I apologize, Brad. Maybe we
Lane
can.
Johnson. I think Lane Johnson might be the best on this team. My man hasn't given up a sack since freaking Ronald Reagan.
I think he got credited to one last year.
Did he?
I think.
I don't remember one.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're gonna go, let's say top 3 players right now.
Okay.
Lane has to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like AJ has to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I mean, are they all 3 offense guys? I think
I
Jalen got to be up. Like, is it
I
Jalen 3?
maybe it's Jalen, maybe it's Lane, maybe it's Saquon.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably
I
Saquon.
I think I might go Landon.
You might go Landon Dickerson. Yeah. I mean, that's a good choice too.
And then I think Jalen and then Saquon. I think 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
They round out your top 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that top 5.
When
Should
the
we break it down to the top 10?
I was going to say then the question then remains, just like the NFL draft, when does the defensive player go?
And who is that first defensive player?
That's a great question. That is a great question. Let's see. Saquon, Bryce Huff, Sidney Johnson, Nolan Smith. CJ Gardner Johnson, Brandon Smith, Nolan Smith, and AJ Brown. What are you saying? What is that an order? Is that what? Brandon Smith, Nolan Smith, Bryce Huff. I mean, I hope this isn't like. I think
I'm sure that's not in order. I'm sure he's
I
just.
assume so. Well, considering AJ Brown, but maybe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. I don't know. Coming up next, maybe I don't know. Sorry, a lot of times we just need a little context. But Brandon Smith? Are you sure you meant Brandon Smith? That can't be right.
No, I'm sure that was a typo or an
Autocorrect
autocorrect. Yeah.
or this guy is related to Brandon Smith.
I went to high school with a Brandon Smith.
Well, if you did, then I did.
Yeah, I was to say we both did. Good guy. I mean, he's not on the Eagles, but
Yeah, Brandon Smith. What is he? He's been in the league for what? 2 years?
yeah,
Something like that. Yeah, I think technically listed as a linebacker, right? I mean,
right.
let's be honest. I don't think this guy factors into factoring.
Grant. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
Grant.
thought. Yeah,
Yeah, all
that
right,
makes
all
sense.
right. Yeah, but
That
Nolan
makes
Smith is still a head scratcher. Again, are you just naming players?
naming guys and figuring out where they would
Where
fall
we would
under.
fall?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I feel like Bryce Huff is so new. He was not a full-time player. He has a lot to prove that he can be that full-time player. That
I feel like he was like the Jets' answer to Josh Sweat for a number of years, where it was like, man,
well,
if
it's
we can
very
get him on the
similar.
field all the time, like how would he do over the course of playing an entire game as the starting
And
defensive end?
The Jets
Yeah,
had a great
right.
line, so I got it. But he's going to be relied upon to do big things coming out the gate. So I don't know if I had to name the top 3 defensive players, I'm probably going to go with Jalen Carter,
Mm-hmm.
Darius Slay. Ooh,
Yeah,
this is brutal.
yeah. I mean, is it CJGJ next?
It might be
Yeah.
because again, I think um, I don't necessarily trust anybody else on that line. As much as I
No.
love Brandon Graham, let's be honest, he's long in the tooth. And
Yeah, and
it's
like
gonna be
he's rotation guy now.
very rotational.
Yeah.
Bryce Huff, again, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know if he can be
Jordan
anything more.
Davis, we
Yeah,
don't know. He needs
right.
to prove some things. Josh Sweat had a terrible year last year. Needs to
Mm-hmm.
prove some things. Our
Mm-hmm.
linebackers are garbage. Devin
With all
White,
due respect to garbage everywhere.
right? Devin White, fine
Doesn't
player
really
for Tampa.
fit here. Yeah.
Well, it's not that. It's just he's just not very good in coverage, and the way that Vic Fangio's defense is, it relies upon linebackers playing some coverage, and he's not very good at it. And the fact of the matter is, you have other linebackers on this team that are not very good at it.
Yeah.
And you are really praying to God that Nakobe Dean takes a step up, but and that Jeremiah Trotter somehow contributes as a 5th rounder, or in Burks, or who's the guy that got out of Zach Bond? Now that's a name I would say watch out for. He is going
I've heard a couple
to
people say that.
he is
Yeah.
going to surprise some people because
Mhm.
not only did I love him coming out of Wisconsin, when he came into the NFL, I didn't like the fit. He didn't really do much. I think for this system, this squad that we have, I think he's a very good fit. So please watch out for that. But yeah, I would say Gardner Johnson because again, I don't really, again, you drafted 2 young players.
Yeah.
You need to get that.
No, I'm good.
Okay. They drafted 2 young players. I'm not even going to put them on my rankings. Reed Blankenship, meh.
Yeah.
Sidney Brown showed flashes, and I'm excited for him. But again, he
Sure.
did have a
Yeah. As
major
long as he's
injury.
come back healthy and yeah.
You had Bradbury, who just
Ugh.
turned into trash. Avonte Maddox is lucky to be back on this team. He has too many injuries. I do like Isaiah Rodgers, but again, he has been out of football for a year. He
Sure.
was on the good trajectory. Um, who am I forgetting? I pretty much named everybody on the defense. So yeah, I would say those are my top three defenders. And I'd probably name a lot more offensive players if I
Yeah.
had to choose. But anyway, and listen,
But good side thought, Brad. Appreciate it.
yes, always. So where was I? Oh yeah. So 29, I have LaShawn McCoy's rookie jersey.
Mhm.
I
Which a
really
rare find, like that I feel like that
I
one,
like
like
it because it's rare and it's
yeah.
but it's kind of one of those. Wait a minute.
Mhm.
Stories. But I eventually would like to get another 29. Obviously, when I made this list, I had Avonte Maddox kind of up on this list, but now I'm kind of souring on the Maddox thing, just for obvious reasons.
Are you gonna jump on board one of my favorites as a kid? Another corner, a little guy, Mark
Mark
McMillan.
McMillan. So funny story. David, who I do our Birds of the Roundtable show on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. Although I think this week we might be switching it over to Thursdays at 5, just for this week.
Okay.
But anyway, Birds of the Roundtable. Check it out if you haven't. David writes for the Metro and some other, a couple of Philadelphia publications. But he has had the lucky chance to interview McMillan, and he's talked to him. He says he's a really great guy, and he's been doing a lot of appearances in the area, and he's doing something like food wise, grilling with McMillan.
Oh, cool.
So he's doing this like grill thing, master
I remember
thing.
he was on either WIP or the Fanatic one time. I got to hear him. I actually called in and talked to him.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off with that
Yeah,
story.
no, that is a good one. But maybe I'll add him to the list. Let's see what else. Charlie Garner for number 30, Wilbert Montgomery for 31,
Yeah,
and Ricky Waters for number 32. I have plans for 33. Obviously, I'm really praying to God Cooper DeJean stays at
stays at
33.
33 and pans out. Yeah,
I'm dying.
yeah,
Top 25 offense players: Paris Campbell, Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert definitely. Uh, Top 25 offensive player like on the Eagles currently. Yes, Paris Campbell would have to make that.
sure.
Or are you just saying overall top 25, Paris Campbell is in that as an offensive player? That I don't know, he honestly may
I was gonna say either way he might.
because there's the defense is just there's so many question marks.
Yeah,
I like Paris's fit here as coming in for the number 3. I really do hope Anais Smith kind of takes that number 3 eventually, and Paris kind of falls into the 4th spot, and maybe Johnny Wilson at that 5, and that's a decent top 5 wide receivers for me. But yeah, I don't know. I like Paris Campbell.
yeah.
So I'm really praying to God Cooper DeJean sticks at number 33. There's slight has I have a hesitation, but there's been a few times where I've almost just fanatic.
Hit that order button.
I've almost just fanatic it and say, "F it, I'll pay for it later."
Yeah,
You can do the split it into 4 payments thing. It's beautiful. And then you don't pay. You're not really paying interest or anything. Anyway, so you split out the payments. You pay for it now, and then say, listen, if he changes his number, I had his original number. He
sure.
turns into a stud, the next Jason Sehorn.
Yep.
And you're like, oh wow, oh yeah, this one, oh yeah, this is his rookie jersey.
To show you when I bought in. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So there's that. But outside of that, there's not a lot of 33s. Let me tell you.
Eric Bieniemy?
Was Eric Bieniemy 33? No, I thought he was 35. No.
Oh, I thought he was 33. Yeah.
He might have been. I don't know. Again, this would have been
either way, not memorable.
yeah, the one he wasn't a memorable Eagle, which doesn't necessarily matter, but I feel like he's.
Wasn't he on the Eagles? I thought he was on the Eagles like towards the end of his career for like.
Oh, no, he was, but again,
Yeah.
it wasn't that memorable or anything.
No.
But what I'm saying is, whatchamacallit? This might have been great 2 years ago when he was about to get a head coach job, but he still doesn't have a head coach job.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But anyway, so I have William Frizzell listed as maybe. Anyway, 34. I'm gonna get Herschel Walker. 35. You do. I was there when you bought it.
Yep.
35. Pete Fios. Pios, however you pronounce it. Old school player. 36. I have.
I think we have somebody for that one.
Yeah. Well, I have 2 Westbrooks and I have a Jay Ajayi.
Nice. You also do with a Michael Zordich.
Oh, wow. 37, there's nobody. 38, there's nobody. 39.
Not a Thomas Toupee guy?
Not at all. 39, I was thinking about doing Sheldon Brown, but that's, again, he was more of 24.
Right.
So that's one I probably need a little help. 40 is Tom Brookshire. 41, Keith Byers, which I still need to find. And believe me, I want to find like an authentic old school one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm scanning. 42, there's nobody unless I do Keith Byers. 42 again, who wore that briefly. Yeah. 43, obviously, I want to get Darren Sproles. 44, Pete Retzlaff. 45, I want to get a Von Hebron. 46, either Herm Edwards or Johnny Dorenbos. Nobody for 47, and I mean that. Nobody for 47. Eric, don't ruin my day. Don't say it.
How does he ruin your day? I don't understand. It's a weird one to hate.
Bro.
I mean, I won't say it because you asked me not to.
Bro, he is the only person I've ever seen. I'm sure you've seen the picture of him looking the other way in the middle of the field while the play is going on. He is literally back to the quarterback. It is the funniest picture and exemplifies his crapness as an Eagles player.
I have to see this picture. I don't know what you're talking about.
I hate you so much. I hate your guts. Anyway. 48, right. I have a Wes Hopkins. 49, I want to get my buddy Dan Klecko.
Nice.
We actually went to grade school together, St. Mary's in Malvern. Shout out, St. Mary's. And yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was, again, I've kind of been,
Did they accept you as an alumni there?
Probably not. Hell of a kid. But yeah, I've obviously followed his career quietly. Reached out. We've talked every once in a while, but not whatever. But still, glad went to Temple. I remember being young and going over to his house. House was humongous, and his dad literally having like a pantry closet type, just filled with phone books, so that his dad could literally rip them in half.
Oh, okay.
That's literally just something I remember, from when I was a kid.
That's pretty cool,
right? Dude, Joe Klecko, Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer. So, anyway, number 50, I was thinking of maybe getting Gary Cobb, G Cobb.
Sure.
I like him. 51, I have a William Thomas, signed William Thomas. 52, I don't have anybody. 53, I'm going to get a Hugh Douglas. 54, I have a Trotter, obviously. I'm probably going to go get Trot Jr. just so I have them.
Sure.
55, I have a B. Graham. I also want to get a Lee Master.
Okay.
56, I have a Chris Long, but I also want to get a Byron Evans.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be my choice for 56.
57, I had TJ Edwards written down, and this again was, I
Sure.
probably haven't updated this in a while. I need
The
to clean it
recency
out.
bias. Yeah.
Yeah, recency bias, but there's not been a lot of good 57s.
Gotcha.
58, I'm deciding between Ike Reese, my brother from another mother,
Sure.
or Trent Cole. Two very good options there.
I have a Trent Cole, so I guess I'm set there.
There you go.
Actually, I have a Jordan Hicks too.
Theoretically, I bought a Jordan Hicks. It wasn't for me. It was, for someone at the time.
Yeah.
Keith Adams was 57. Well, yes. I'm aware of who was 57. K1. But is Keith Adams worthy of buying a jersey?
Is he jersey worthy?
Right. Is he jersey worthy? That's really the question here.
And this thing, you want 0 to 99 jersey worthy guys.
And it's tough. I mean,
it's very tough.
Especially
if you really want to get guys who are definitely worthy of the purchase, like that's going to take time. Now you could find some guys like at different numbers where there's Drek, and just because it would be funny, you could get one of those.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping in like 20 years that J Jaw is really going to be funny.
By the way, no love for Chris.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right, so let's see. 59, obviously I have Seth Joyner. 60, sure. I obviously have Chuck Bednarik. 61, I don't know. I was thinking Wisniewski. I don't know, Super Bowl.
Sure.
62, obviously, I have two of those, which, by the way, I am going down tomorrow for the event in CIL. So if anybody is going down to CIL this week, please let me know. Reach out to me on Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it. Shoot me a message and just say, yo, I'm going to be down. Let's meet up. Let's grab a drink. And let's party with Jason Kelsey. But anyway, 63, I don't know. I have Hank Fraley or Jack Driscoll. Like, come on. Like, those are not great ones.
Well, at 63, I mean, you're going to be getting an offensive lineman.
Well, right, exactly.
They're not going to be spectacular picks there.
Right, mostly, yes. 64, I don't have anybody. Lane Johnson, obviously 65. I want to get Bill Burgess for 66. 67, I have Jamal Jackson. I don't know. I kind of like him. Yeah. 68, I have Mulata. 69, I have Landon Dickerson, but I also want to get a Runyon.
Yeah, I have a Runyon. Yeah.
70, Wistert. 71, I have Jason Peters. 72, I have Thomas. 73, Sayamalo.
I have Sean Andrews.
Oh, snap. Sean Andrews.
Yeah.
No love for Chris Kokong.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Son of a bitch. How dare you speak those names to us here?
Why do you besmirch this great show? Damn it! With
this high quality show.
We've been besmirched.
We have principles. I do like Hank Fraley. I do. But it's one of those like tweener ones for me. Like, I'm hoping for somebody better. Like, I'm hoping, once after I get the ones that I really want that I don't have,
right?
By the time
that's when somebody comes in and it's like
I'm not buying 20 jerseys a year. Yeah. I'm buying like 3 or 4.
Right.
So like it's gonna take a while. So anyway, where was I?
Speaking of which, I guess we're gonna have to figure out when we're gonna go.
Oh yeah, we need to
for jerseys. Yeah,
we need to figure that out. 74, I don't know, Mike Pitts, like,
I guess.
75, Vinny Curry.
Maybe.
76, Sizemore or Barrett Brooks. Again, fan of Barrett Brooks, obviously the journalist. He wasn't the the greatest Eagle ever, but I don't know. I kind of like it.
Heard a great story about Bear Brooks. He told me the story well, he didn't just tell me personally. He told everybody at this event. But when his contract ran up with the Eagles, and it was apparent they weren't going to re-sign him, and he wanted to keep playing, and he had the option. He had two offers. One from the Detroit Lions, who were not good in those years,
Nope.
and the other, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
He,
he
the
retired.
Dallas Cowboys. He chose in the 90s to go to Detroit rather than go
Yeah.
play for the Cowboys because he had been
I
taught
would
to
have.
hate the Cowboys being an Eagle.
I would have retired.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, hey, man, nobody was holding a gun to you, making you go play football. I'm sure you
Right.
made enough money. You could have just invested and just,
Yeah.
called it a
Right.
career.
All right. So 77. I have John Madden. I
That's a
thought
great
that was
choice. I had
yeah.
that one
Again,
too.
I got that right when when he passed, and obviously
Mm-hmm.
he was on the Eagles for a hot second. But legendary coach, legendary broadcaster, legendary game. Well, it used to be. Um, 78. I have the rookie jersey of Broderick Bunkley, which I desperately want to go get Hollis Thomas.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's got to be the choice of 78.
Yeah. 79. I want to get Brandon Brooks.
Yeah.
Um,
I actually wanted to get his jersey when he was still here. I don't know, I don't know why I never did just break down and get it, but
hmm.
I will get it at some point.
And
Yeah.
then here we go. This will easy. They'll run off these. Chris Carter, Terrell Owens, Mike Quick, Vince Papale, Freddie Mitchell, Art Monk, which I find very funny. People love that jersey.
That is a great choice, the Art Monk.
I have 3 Zach Ertz jerseys. I have a Brent Selleck. I have 2 Dallas Goederts. 89. I don't have it yet, but I want to get a Calvin Williams. 90. I have Corey Simon, but I do eventually want to get Golick, maybe Jordan Davis if he turns it around.
Sure.
I have 2 Fletcher Cox. I have 2 Reggie Whites. I have Javon Curse. I have a Sweat. I don't have a William Fuller, which I want to get for 95.
Right.
I have Clyde Simmons. 97, I need somebody. Theoretically, 97's always been my number for hockey, softball, whatever I play.
Right.
So I had one of those I ordered from the H Gate, and I got a free custom jersey. So I just got my name on a Pro Bowl jersey. It wasn't an actual Eagles jersey. So
Sure.
theoretically, I have that, but obviously that does not count. So I want to get a 97. For 98, I have a Connor Barwin, but obviously I want to get Jalen Carter.
Sure.
And then I have 2 Jerome Brown jerseys. So total of 85. 85 total jerseys, 66 total numbers I have achieved. Whew. So the Todd Father.
And everybody, he's single if you want to.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep.
Jerry Sizemore was the best. Yeah, I definitely want to get him. He was definitely before my time, but I hear nothing but amazing stories of just how great he was, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
well, we have an appreciation for the history.
well, of course. Obviously, we never
Yeah.
saw Chuck either, or
Sure.
whatnot. But yeah, you said it, buddy.
Yeah.
Even if I go the cheap, Chinese jersey,
Yeah.
DH or a Boy Lenny, that's still $50-$60 a jersey.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Lenny is definitely $50-$60 a jersey. And
so let's call it 60.
Yeah.
Let's just call it round up to 100. That's still $6,000. God damn it! Wow, that might be the first time I think I've ever thought of it that way. That's just jerseys. You should see my basement.
I know, dude. And our wardrobes. We have so many Eagles T-shirts, and
it is filled with shit all over the wall that I listen. I'm not a big autograph guy. I'll rather go and get an autograph.
Yeah.
So I don't have a lot of expensive memorabilia, but I have stuff that is unique to me. But I have a lot. and I have, very unique things, in my
Hmm.
opinion. Plus, yes, the fact that I have my own Eagles drawer for all of my Eagles shirts.
Yeah.
I have my own Eagles drawer for all of, depending on the season, whether it's Eagles shorts or it's Eagles pants
Hmm.
or sweatpants, whatever. I have a section for that. And I literally have
I had my
one.
Eagles. I have two Eagles tracksuits. One that's actually a tracksuit,
Oh, I have two too.
but I have one that's a
Yeah.
Kelly green, but not like it doesn't have Eagles on
Oh, see,
anywhere.
I have two official Eagles ones.
Ooh, I want to get another one. Fuck you.
I also have about 8 pairs of Eagles shoes,
Yeah,
official Eagles shoes. Some, I mean, Nike basically made like a white, a gray, a black, a green, all official Nike ones. And then
yeah.
I bought like, old like, Air Jordan
Hmm.
in the Kelly green and got a
Yeah,
couple.
I have a friend of mine, Jay, down in Texas. I used to do
Oh
my
yeah, that
sports
guy's
with.
still alive? She's still
Yes,
alive?
he's still alive.
Oh, how about that?
He got a pair of Eagles shoes for me and sent them to me. I haven't gotten them yet, but he got them. He apparently got them this week. He
He
was just like, "Oh, I
found
got these shoes for you." I'm like,
Did
"Okay,
he send you a picture?
yeah."
What do they look like?
They're white and it's got like the Eagles on, like it's
Is
got
it
the
like
Eagles
a
on the side of
custom,
it.
like somebody did them, or you just found them, or is it like an
I think he
official?
found them.
Oh, wow. Okay, well,
Yeah,
if they're pretty good, tell them to send another one.
I know, right?
I actually just found, was at Rally House, my favorite place to be.
Oh, that's a great place.
By the way, I just got a 20% off coupon, for the Plymouth meeting. They just opened up Plymouth meeting, and it's 20% off the entire order, by the way. So if you wanna
Oh,
go,
dude, let's go. Yeah,
we'll
yeah, I'll go with you. Let's
yeah.
plan out a day. How long is this good for?
I don't know. I'll have to look into it, but
All right, yeah, we'll sidebar and you let me know.
oh.
Let's
But
go.
yeah,
I'm
I
in.
found speaking of, I found they were originally from FOCO.
Yeah,
I don't know how
Foco's another good one, man. They get some good stuff
but
on
it
there.
it kinda listen, by the way, I will say I definitely did the overalls
I want to get
well
some. Yeah,
well before people were doing it.
yeah,
'Cause
I want to get them too.
I was always on FOCO.
Yeah.
I had always bought things from them. Again,
Mhm.
it's a little less quality, it takes a little while to get there, but, again, whatever. But occasionally, sometimes stuff from FOCO makes it into, like, Rally House, and I
Mhm.
never saw this before. They looked like Chuck Taylors, but
Yeah.
they were Kelly green with the Eagle logo on the side, and they had a size 12. I'm normally an 11, so I was like, "Perfect for winter, wear thick socks."
I've noticed some of their shoes that they make, like they make them smaller, and so like you'll fit in that bigger size.
I mean, listen, it was definitely
Yeah.
big, but
Okay.
um, I had to buy
Well,
them.
like
They were like
Laura,
$35.
Laura got me and my dad. Obviously before he passed, she got us both Eagle shoes, and she got my size, and my dad was a size up from me. His didn't fit, mine didn't fit, and then I tried his on. His fit me perfect, and so I obviously took them. Well, she got him other ones. He got like, and now
Oh,
I have those other ones too.
I
But
was I was about to say, what size shoes your dad? Is
no,
that
I
up
don't think you'd fit. Yeah, you wouldn't fit in shoes.
and I'm really like a 10 and a half, honestly.
Yeah, you still wouldn't fit in their shoes.
I'll chop
You'd
a
be busting out the sides of them, dude.
I'll chop a toe off if I have to. Anyway, I need to figure out the next like, usually when we go to Lenny,
Yeah, we gotta
we're
get
it's
we'll
a
put
great
our
place
jersey
in
selections
Pittman,
together.
New Jersey. If anybody's in New Jersey, anywhere near Pittman, Lenny and Susie's Sports Memorabilia in Pittman.
And honestly, even if you're not that close, it's worth the drive.
It is. I mean, we don't
Yeah.
live close at all, but
Mhm.
we live in PA, and we still track it's about an hour, maybe a little
Yeah,
more, maybe a little more.
hour and change, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go there, and it's a small, tiny little store, but man, he's done it up, and he's got wall to wall jerseys. He's got memorabilia on the wall if that's what you're looking into. Kids sizes, women's sizes, doesn't Eagles, fly, whatever sport. And if he doesn't have it, he can find it for you. He'll write down your information. You put a little deposit down, and he will take care of you.
Yeah.
So we highly recommend it if you are. But we plan a trip at least once a year, if not a couple times. Usually we'll do a podcast from there if anybody's watched our show. We just unfortunately couldn't make it work this year just yet. Although there is one coming up in September, the Pittman Craft Fair. I think it's like twice a year.
I'm all in for it. If you're available for it,
Yeah.
I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah, hopefully I will be. But then again, I think it's after the first game, maybe.
Yeah, I know. It definitely is.
Whatever. We'll
Yeah.
manage. But anyway, yeah, I got to plan the next. Like usually, I'll go if I'm going. I'm gonna get like 3 or 4, maybe 5 of jerseys. So I got to plan it because he charges about $50-$60 a jersey,
Right.
and they're you're not gonna know unless you're looking for it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, and who has $130 to spend on jerseys?
No, not
I
me.
don't. But I will say when they go on sale, sometimes they randomly go on sale for like 97, or there was even there's like a version of the jersey that's like $100 that sometimes will pop down to like 79. I'll buy
Yeah,
that.
no, I'll definitely go down for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
And I know they like to do that around Christmas time, which is always a pain in the ass. And I'm always like, damn it, I know I shouldn't buy for myself right now, but I'm totally gonna.
Yeah, well, whatever. So yeah, listen, Charlie Garner was electrifying in the
Yes, he
90s.
was.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Hopefully,
Hence why
Quinion Mitchell will be the next number 30 that people are getting.
Yeah, honestly, man, I was really hoping he was going to pick a better number for me. Like 37.
Yeah, if only he could have been like 28 or something, replace Buckhalter or 19.
If only. But anyway, there he is, folks. Thanks for checking us out today. Not a lot going on. We'll come up with a few other topics to kind of talk about as we get ready for training camp, which is next month. And again, if anybody is down in Seattle this weekend or down the shore and is going to be around for the autism events that's going on with the Eagles, Kelsey, New Heights podcast, whatever, I'm going to be down there the next couple of days. So let me know, meet up, we'll grab a drink, and maybe we'll, get, I gotta bring, because I never know who the guest bartenders are gonna be.
Right.
We kind of want to just bring a bunch. Because you remember that time where I told you Brandon Graham came to the local bar to here?
Yeah.
And they weren't telling who it was. They were just saying like, oh, all we know is that it's a defensive player. So I literally got all of my current players who were defensive players, got all of their jerseys and shoved them in my car. I went to the bar early. I found out who it was from somebody who works there, that it was Brandon Graham. I ran back out to the car, grabbed my Brandon Graham, and got him to sign, an autograph and took a couple pictures with him.
That's awesome.
I was really glad to have his jersey there. So anyway, but yeah, that's it for us. We love talking about jerseys. So let us know what jersey should I get next. I'd like to occasionally I'll throw like a poll out on Twitter or X, so you can follow that right here. Maybe I'll put out who should I get for this number, or who should I get next out of these guys, kind of deal. So but anyway, if you enjoyed the show, please like, follow, share on all of the socials up here on top of my head. And then, of course, Edge of Philly Sports, man. I just saw the lineup for today. I wonder if I don't know if I can access the lineup. I don't know if anybody has it up. But anyway, it is packed. I think there's 30 shows throughout this week, one form or another, about every single sport you can honestly think of. If Philadelphia has a team, we're talking about it. Where we got an NBA draft stuff, which is coming up this week. NHL draft stuff coming up this week. So certainly a lot going on. But yeah, they got lacrosse, wrestling. They have, Phillies, obviously, Sixers talk, Flyers talk, Union talk. So they got a little something for everybody. So check them out. Give them a like, follow, share as well. So this is the Football Smack Talk Show. We're on Edge of Philly Sports and, of course, Philly Sports Alliance every Monday at roughly 6. We push back a little bit to help out with some draft analysis, NBA draft analysis. So please check that out on Edge of Philly Sports. But other than that, that's it for us. Thanks for hanging out with us. Eric, you got anything to add before we head out?
No.
All right. Gotta love it. Keeping that streak alive. So without further ado, thank you very much. We appreciate all the comments, of course. Thank you very much, K1. Thank you very much, Mr. Sandman, Brad, Kevin, Little G. Again, congrats on being an uncle. Barbara, Dives, and of course, Daniel, usually with that first comment. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see you guys next week. And hopefully I'll see some of you down in Sea Isle. So for the Football Smack Talk Show, I am Ryan.
I'm Eric. Happy football, everybody. Only 73 days to go.
73? I think we can do that.
I think we can.
All right. All right, everybody. Have yourself a great week. We'll see you next time. Later.
Go Birds.